It's Saturday night on the mat at Memorial Auditorium. The punches, the falls, the slaps, and the slams are all in a night's work for a professional wrestler. This sport is solid action, motion that never stops, a brutal ballet of large, strong men falling against each other and getting up to go at it again.
It's just a favorite sport. I love their moves and everything, just all about it. I like it.
Do you kind of get excited when it...
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do, real bad.
Now, there are some cynics who would say this is more choreography than combat, and that there just might be a bit of acting mixed in with the torture. But after all, nobody seems to care. This is real entertainment. If you want an event of absolutely unmatched, feverish excitement, you'll get more than your money's worth at the professional wrestling matches. The fans make it what it is.
What do? I just jump and holler and carry on. I just get crazy with it.
Getting crazy is exactly right. Everyone has fun. These crowds make the fans at a Dallas Cowboy game look like they're at a prayer meeting.
Well, I like to see the audience raise the sand more than I do the wrestlers. I get a kick out of the women, especially one used to come here with a big fat woman with a pocketbook. She always showed a pocketbook. She's got a million pocketbooks at home. She never runs out of pocketbooks.
You release a lot of tension that you really can't release otherwise.
Are you going to get out there and really cheer tonight?
I always do.
Well, it's a way to let off steam, pressures.
It's a lot of fun, huh?
Come down here and holler and let it all out.
5 matches are on tonight's card. This one pits Charlie Cook against crazy Luke Graham. For 9 years, Charlie Cook was a linebacker for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He started professional wrestling in the off-season. Although this was the first match of the night, the crowd was already up.
The crowd, like when I first got into it, the crowd kind of scared me because playing in front of thousands of people every week in football, it was different. When I got in the ring, the people were right on me, you know, and it was a different atmosphere. I love it. It's an exciting life. You get a chance to travel. You can go all over the world and make a good living doing it.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, do you make any money doing it?
Yeah, plenty of money.
You're not going to tell me it's better than making money in football, though?
I can say I do make more money wrestling than I do playing football, than I did playing football.
A business called Georgia Championship Wrestling promotes these matches. They contract individually with the wrestlers who operate as independent businessmen. Now, there are no shades of gray in a professional wrestling match, only good guys and bad guys. Opponents are kept apart until the match begins. Before the action, we were allowed into the good guys' dressing room, and this is the good guy tag team for the night, Robert Fuller and Ted DiBiase. They're both the sons of professional wrestlers. They'll be taking on a group of bad guys called the Fabulous Freebirds, the tag team almost everyone loves to hate.
I got hit by one of the Freebirds.
How?
I asked him for an autograph and he smacked me.
What are you going to do when the Freebirds come out?
I'm going to sit right here and holler at them.
There are actually 3 Freebirds, but only 2 are allowed in the ring in a tag team match.
Number 1.
The action in a tag team match is furious, and it is possible to be hurt wrestling. Ted DiBiase was complaining of a cauliflower ear, so his head was bandaged. His partner, Robert Fuller, has also been injured before.
Yeah, I've been hurt. I've had very serious knee injury that put me out for quite a while. And I've been down with lower back problems several times. You know, that's the nag of this profession, the lower back. And you get twisted and turned and slammed against that mat, and it's pretty hard on you.
This is an important match because the Georgia Championship Tag Team belt is at stake. What happened in the end is confusing to anyone but a wrestling fan.
The Freebirds lost the match, but on account of Michael interfering, coming in the match, they were disqualified. You can't lose the belt on a disqualification unless it's specifically said before the match that it's a disqualification match. All right, so when they were disqualified, Ted and Robert won the match, but they don't get the belts because it was a disqualification for Michael interfering.
They use every tactic they can, every dirty tactic.
I like the Freebirds. They're real good. I believe they could have whooped Ted DiBiase and Robert Fuller in the ring. Even though Michael did interfere, they're still my favorite wrestlers in wrestling. They always will be.
And now the final match of the night, the Mongolian Stomper against Mr. Wrestling 2. The fans are almost cheered out. Mr. Wrestling 2, better known to the fans as number 2, wears a mask and is clearly a favorite. But watch what the Stomper and his manager are doing. The evil Stomper is using an unknown object.
The Mongolian Stomper, the manager, Don Carson, gave him a stick of metal or some sort of object, which he was using against number 2 when he hit him when number 2 hit the ground. All right, then he gave it to him again. He gave it back to the manager. Then he gave it to the Mongolian Stomper again. Number 2 took it away from him. All right, number 2 pinned him. Then the manager stuck the object on number 2 and then pointed it out to the referee. So the referee blamed it on number 2, and just when number 2 won the match, turned around and disqualified number 2 and gave it to the Stomper.
Of course, the outcome did not please number 2 one bit. But after the match, he was more philosophical.
I was very puzzled, very confused, because I felt that I won the match. As a matter of fact, I thought I did. It was a metal object wrapped in tape, you know, and he was trying to get to me with it. Fortunately for me, he didn't, because he would have cleaned my clock very quickly if he had of. But I'm very disappointed in the outcome of it.